Hey, I'm Quaver, and today we're going to talk about shred. So, let's get to it. Alright, so today we're going to talk about shred, or shredding. For the most part, a lot of the guitarists that I know, or musicians that I know, don't like the term because it seems overused or it's some type of mindset as far as you're only playing this style of music. And I tend to disagree. It still kind of describes something. And to be honest, it's accurate. You're shredding up the fretboard, trying to play as fast, as accurately, and show as much flair and technique as possible, whether it's difficult or not. Well, one of the things that helped me out the most was a classical exercise that I'm going to go ahead and get into today. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the exercise. This is a classical exercise that I got from one of my very first guitar instructors. They're going to be playing in E standard, and this is what it looks like. All right, so this exercise is great for trying to strengthen and coordinate your ring finger and your pinky. Those tend to be the hardest part of the exercise because it goes through multiple strings and you're trying to alternate pick everything. Now, one thing that's actually going to help the most as far as getting the most benefits out of it is if you also try and maintain your distance from each string as well as where your fingers are resting for the most part. Here's an example of this. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. See the difference? It's very, very unnoticeable at first. But one of the things that helps with this exercise is trying to make sure that your fingers are maintaining the distance on each string on every fret. Don't let your fingers fly off and do what they want to. It only makes sense that in order for you to pick up speed and coordination, that your fingers are ready to go to the next fret. I was just doing a simple C major scale in Ionian, trying to go ahead and actually demonstrate. Over time, with just the right amount of practice, and with starting with the metronome to keep in time, remember, always with the metronome, it shouldn't be that hard. All right, so that was a classical exercise that I love to use as a warm-up and an exercise. The great thing about this one is you can play it at a lower speed or a higher speed. It's completely up to you. The best thing about this is, again, trying to coordinate the ring and the pinky, which is one of the hardest things, at least to me. Well, I hope this was helpful. See ya.
Hey, I almost forgot. You can also find me on Ko-Fi/Quaver Lessons to go ahead and sign up for the lessons that I'll be giving. There's 3 different tiers, and if you want to go ahead and throw in some tips for my strings and picks, or even just to keep me energized, because there's a category for that too. I also joined the Fiverr community, and you can find me under Quaver Lessons there too. See ya.